Hey up there. Well, I'm going to see if I can drag myself over. Oh, right. Hey, so let me show you some of the things that we're putting inside of this resource packet. I'm pretty darn excited about it. So these are all templates. So when you open them up, you'll make your own copy in your Canva. Um, so I'm just going to open them all up and show them to you. So this I thought would be great to make a video lecture out of once you learn how to do it, because there's so much that you can talk about here. That's for kind of everybody. I mean, it does say French on the front, but like there's no language in it except for the cover. These are Deutsch. This would be so great to work on because it's about you. So like it would be so great to put like your own pictures and stuff in here. Let's see, what else? German recycling. So this would make a fantastic video lecture. I picked all these because I thought, wow, these would make great video lectures. I would make a video, like I would make several slides about each one of these little pieces of information. And then here's some like actual videos that you can, share with your kids. So then this one about technology. I actually was playing around with this with Spanish when I first made it to make a video lecture. Like I've been kind of playing around with this format since we got COVID-ed. There's a lot of information here and a lot of visuals that you can use. And each one of those visuals, like when you learn how to do the various slides in the video lecture, you'll notice that like each one of those turns into like several slides. This is just one piece of paper, but there's a lot of visuals here, and I would take all these sentences and make several slides out of those. It'd be great to like lead up to reading that Meine Stadt. This is the French about the teacher, and because French is gendered the way it is, like I had to make two. So if you teach German, like there's a mix of like male and female looking teachers, but in French and Spanish I just tried to I know I'm assuming their gender, but I just kind of had to. It's just the way the languages are. So this is the male or the masculine version. The same one about recycling and the same one about social networks is there in French. This is a bonus French one, which you could take and modify for like other places in the world, just change the flags and stuff like that. Actually, the way that you're going to learn how to build the video lecture, like this would probably end up being like about 12 slides. Don't worry, they're not hard to build. You're basically taking things away. So you're kind of like taking this as like the final slide and you're like backwards engineering up to it so that like every time you say a word, like this is Africa, like Africa pops up. And then you're like, this is Senegal, and like Senegal pops up. And then you're like, here's the flag, and like the flag pops up. So this would be really useful. Like you would have to, of course, like change, probably, you're not going to teach them about like Quebec and Ivory Coast and all that. But who knows, maybe if you teach German or something, you just really have always been wanting to teach about the Francophone world. So we have here for Spanish, like also the one about the maestro and the maestra. Spanish is the same way. I'm pretty proud of these. Look at these funny people. Like I try to find very funny like poses of really enthusiastic Spanish teachers. French and German teachers too. I try to make them super enthused about their job. Then we have the recycling, and then this Mi Pueblo is a lot like the one that was like Meine Stadt, but it's not about Germany, of course. It's about a place in Mexico. I learned a lot about that place. It's a great place. It's actually like this vacation destination that too bad I can't go to. This is the Spanish bonus. You could use this for any like language though. I mean, it doesn't really have that much. Like, but those who wore it best? Yeah, so I try to find like really cute people. So that you would probably want to change. But each one of these, like I would put all kinds of things on here. I would put like where Meghan Markle was born, where Lupita Nyong'o was born, like all this stuff. I would break all these up and, do some like biographical information on these well-known celebrities. And then Chinese is a little bit different because it's Chinese is so different as far as like the graphic or the orthography, like the writing system and everything, that we don't have quite as, like we're going a little slower. And some of the resources that I have ready for French and Spanish and German are not quite ready for Chinese. but I just threw some of these in there. This one's really short. It's like fortunately and unfortunately. It's only 4 slides, but you could tell a story. Like you could start with the slide and then you could like add all these little graphic elements in Canva and like, expand. Like, well, unfortunately, these lovely ladies were having a birthday cake and then they put the birthday candles on there, or, whatever. You could like, keep this slide and keep like adding little visual elements. That's what I was thinking that I would do if I was making a video lecture about this. And of course you could put like in German or in Spanish or French or whatever other language, like the word fortunately in, well, that's unfortunately, but fortunately, unfortunately. It's like, so then you would like go back and forth. You'd be like, well, fortunately it's her birthday, right? And so then you're like 12 candles, or, well, she's probably older than 12, but whatever. And then you're like, but unfortunately, her candles wouldn't light. And then they're all sad. And then you'd have this again, right? So like all the little elements that you'd be adding, you'd keep going back to the fortunately or the unfortunately and like adding the new element, right? So like here I'd have, yay, it's her birthday, put the candles. Then here it's like, oh, but they wouldn't light. So maybe like X's, on the candle or something. And like she's holding a match. Actually, she is holding, that's like her fork. But you could put a match right there, and then like give them sad faces on that slide, like over their real faces, like little, emojis or whatever. And then it's like, well, fortunately, the waiter had, a way to light the candles. So then like a hand comes in, and he's like lighting the candles. And all the candles are on fire now. And it's like, unfortunately, the alarm went off, the fire alarm. Because this lady's so old, or whatever. So there's only 4 slides, but you would really want to like stretch them out, right? Because the way fortunately, unfortunately goes is you keep going back and forth. You only need 2 slides, like for the basis. I don't know what kind of story that you want to tell about these people cooking and these people having dinner at a fancy, meal. Then here's a Chinese one for places in town, which you could also, we have these for the other languages too. It's just, I didn't want to like grab them. So it's like, this is a student survey. So like you're asking them, out of movies, like what types of movies do you want to watch, right? And with Chinese, we do generally like, we're really playing around with it because I'm not a Chinese teacher. I don't hardly even know any Chinese, but I do know like that I can't read that very easily. So you might want to put like, little icons or symbols. So it's all about like what you like to eat at a fast food restaurant, what kind of clothes you like to buy. And then there's like this, well, see, here's Allez au cinéma. Like it's still in French. So if you teach French, way to go. Hey, look, check it out. You can actually like see all the French ones too. So if you teach French, hey, go for it. So let's see what else is Chinese. So the places in town. Oh, this is a student survey. Now this one I noticed it's like really high on the it's got a lot of words. Like this would be for very advanced Chinese kids. Because these are probably some really like advanced terms in Chinese because I wrote them for French and I tried to just like put in a bunch of bonus extra, vocab and stuff. Because like the picture really carries the meaning. And so like with a French German type language with like so many cognates and so many like similarities in vocab and stuff, you can just kind of throw in some bonuses. Like you can just say a couple of bonus words and some kids will remember them because they're interesting and cool. But in Chinese, we really can't do that. So we're still in progress with this in Chinese because this needs to be like Chinese-ified for kids who are beginners. So I think 1 word here and 1 word there would be good. Plus, like I said, those little icons to support. But there's all kinds of things that you can do here with these various, types of places. See, here's those people again. This is like part of a little lesson series that we're making for the starter curriculum. Then the colors and the animals. This one's really cute. Like, I don't know. You could probably do all kinds of things with this, like in any other like language. So my Chinese is awful, so please don't judge me. These are like beginner, intermediate, and advanced. This says, I don't get too impressed. The only reason I can read the Chinese is because, like I was saying, there's all this visual support to help them like understand while the teacher's using this in class. So like, here's the cat. That means animals. And here's some food. And that means food. And this says animals because look, same thing. And then these are the animals. So that says bird. And actually look, birds look just like a bird. Isn't that interesting? And I personally think worms look just like a worm. Like that to me looks like the ground, and that looks like a little worm under there. And cats look like cats to me too. Like they have little eyes on them. And horses look like horses. So some of the characters actually, like horses and birds are literally like, they were like a pictogram at some point. Or I don't know if that's exactly how you say that. But anyways. So there are things that you could use that for to like make a visual, you know, lecture for different languages as well. And then this is the last one. And then here's the videos down here that I made for the folks who are taking the class. So this is like more of the Chinese lessons. These are the very first lessons in the whole entire like curriculum. So the other Chinese that I just showed you, like we're still, like I said, like experimenting and playing around. It didn't have these little icons in there. So we are experimenting with like putting these in various colors and like having these little icons here. So like this means school classes. And so that means school classes. Like, and then you notice it's the same color, same icon down here. And then that's English class, or no, that's English class, that's Chinese class, that's music class. And like if you saw the French and Spanish and stuff, you would see like a bunch of more words because it's so much more similar. I mean, like literally like music in French is musique, you know, and in Spanish it's musica. And I think in German it's actually like Musik. This is like goals for the school year. So like studying more. So you notice, look, English, music, right? Like, I don't know if that's right. I've got to get Jesse to look at it. But you see, look, this is English, right? So same color, same word, same like icon. Oh, no, it says Chinese music. Well, I need to change that because if you're, no. Yes. It would be Chinese music because, like, if you're taking a Chinese class, like, that's a worthy goal to have, is to listen to some Chinese music. And then the last one is about, like, school sports. So there's a lot of things that you might, I know they're not very, like, detailed, really. There's not a ton of graphics, but it could give you some ideas about some ways to help support comprehension for kids, especially when they're, like, online. So I'm really psyched about these, and I hope you'll take the class because honestly, it's like $10 freaking dollars, and this stuff is like right here. It's just worth more than $10 if you never make yourself a video lecture. Like, but you should watch the videos down there and learn. I made these videos for people that are helping us turn resources like these into video lectures so that we can get them out and get them out quicker. And part of what I'm doing in offering this, like, I was just making these for, like, internal use, and I was like, wait a sec, I need to offer this to the public. Like, I need more people to know how to do this, and then potentially they can help me to, like, contract with CI Liftoff and, like, turn my things into other resources, especially these video lectures, because I think they're going to be key for teachers that are, like, teaching hybrid classes or remote classes, asynchronous or like live remote classes, or even teaching in the classroom, like wearing a mask or a shield or something like that. Like, you don't want to be talking all the time. People need to learn how to pre-record themselves, and it would just behoove you to like know how to make a video lecture. But we are looking, like, part of the reason that the price for this is so low is because, like, I literally want to give you back your $10. Like, I want you to watch this, and then I want you to help me like turn other resources into video lectures, and then I want to like pay you based on when the things like sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. So think about it, and I hope you take the class, and I hope that you will help me out because I need the help. Thanks.